Let's see how to create an invoice in Zoho Books. Under Sales tab, click on this plus icon right next to Invoices. Let's start by adding the customer for whom you are invoicing. If you have already added this customer in your organization, Zoho Books will list them in the drop-down. Or you can also add a new customer right here. Next is the invoice number, which can be auto-generated or manually added each time. You can choose one of the default payment terms or simply specify the exact date on which you expect the payment by selecting the custom option. Choose the item for which you're invoicing here. If you have already added the item, it will be available in the drop-down. You can also add a new item using this option. You can enter the quantity. Taxes will be automatically added based on your customer. You can add multiple line items. You can add discounts if you would like to. If your customer has any unbilled expenses which you have to include in this invoice, you can click here to add them. You can add shipping charges and adjustments as per your requirement. Zoho Books is integrated with major online payment gateways to help you collect money online. So you can connect with the payment gateway and associate the payment gateway here with this invoice. You can add your invoice terms and conditions here. You can pre-configure them under settings, or you can type them here and check this box if you would like Zoho Books to remember the content and use it for future transactions. Zoho Books offers multiple invoice templates which you can customize and use. Here I have few which I've customized. I'm going to select the one. You can also make a certain template default, which means they will be automatically selected when you create an invoice. Once you're done, you can save this invoice in a draft format or send it out directly. Here's a preview of your invoice in the draft status. You can edit them, download them, or print using these options. You can choose to send the invoice at a different time using this option, and you can click here to send the invoice out to your client. When you click more, you will find other options, and you can add notes and comments for this invoice right here. So when your customer makes an online payment, invoice will be marked as paid and a payment receipt will be automatically created, and you can find them here under the Payments tab. When you click on the receipt number, you can see the receipt here with more information. For offline payments, you can simply click on this record payment button. Enter the amount here followed by the bank charges. You can also record partial payments. You can fill in other details. And when you check this box, as soon as you save this, an email will be sent across to your customer notifying about the payment which you have received. You can customize the content of the email under settings as well. I'm going to save this. Now the invoice is successfully created and we have recorded an offline payment for this invoice. You can also convert an existing estimate to an invoice in a click of a button, where all the information will be automatically pre-filled in from the estimate. Or you can also automate this by configuring estimate settings such a way that when your customer accepts an estimate, Zoho Books will automatically convert them to an invoice and will send them to your customer.